Good afternoon, Philadelphia Eagles fans, and good afternoon, NFL fans, to week 4 of the 2019 NFL season. Well, this week, on a short week for both teams, Thursday Night Football, our Birds travel to Wisconsin and play the undefeated Green Bay Packers, which should be an interesting game. I would say a little bit of a defining game for our Birds, because we have obvious issues so far this season, starting out 1-2. We're really close to being undefeated, including with injuries, but we're not. Started out slow against Washington, came back because we had a full roster. Deshaun Jackson lit it up, 2 touchdowns. We ended up winning that game. Good. Then had a weird game against Atlanta where we let up some big plays, was still in the game, had an opportunity to win, didn't catch passes, didn't take care of opportunities, and ended up losing that game late. Then coming back, playing against the Lions, which were undefeated, 1-0-1, and let up some big plays again, had some costly turnovers and penalties, still had a chance to win at the end, and just couldn't find a way to even tie to get it into overtime or to seal the deal, get a touchdown really late, and win the game. It's a little bit of a different conversation. I know if we do pull out the games against Atlanta and Detroit, but the facts are we didn't. So I like to deal in facts here. I do like to think optimistically, but I also like to deal in facts as well. And the facts are right now, our Birds are decimated by injuries, which is part of the game and something that every team has to deal with. And we're also being decimated by our own mistakes. Dropping passes is something that we can control. Ball security is something that we can control. Play call selection and audibling is something that we can control. And stepping up to the plate and next man up, just playing the best that you can with what's given, is something that we can control. See, it's not about making excuses. Oh, well, we could have, we should have. No, you got to keep moving forward. And this week we play a Packers team where, I'm going to focus mostly on Aaron Rodgers, but their defense has actually been playing very well. So we got to have a game plan to beat this team. It's never get to a place, especially on this channel, never get to a place where you concede a loss to anybody. I don't care who you are. I know we got to play New England later on this season as well. We got to play Dallas twice. We got to play good teams. We do. And you know what? The greatest teams find a way to win, no matter what, and with whoever what. Because that's what we were based on when we made a significant run 2 years in a row. We played with who was ever healthy, and we found a way to succeed and win. This year's no different. And I've said it in the past, and I'll say it again, I actually like times like this because this is where you weed out the people that were front runners at the beginning of the season and thought that, we're just going to juggernaut right through everybody and then we're going to end up in the Super Bowl again. No, that's not the way seasons go most of the time. Most of the time it's a struggle, and most of the time you have to figure some stuff out where you thought you were going to be dominant and you're not. You thought people are going to be healthy and they're not. You thought what worked in the past is going to continue to work. And guess what? Teams in this league makes adjustments. Everybody's trying to get better. And the people that can make the adjustments on the fly and come up with good plans are the ones that succeed all the way through. So what do we got this week? And what's underneath our control? Okay, our offense. You guys know here that I'm very critical of Carson Wentz. There's some things that he can do to be the best teammate that he can be. Not saying he hasn't. He's leaving everything on the field. I don't doubt that for a second. Not for a second. But one of the things is the audible. Are we audibling out of plays that will create a foundation for future success? Such as staying under center and then handing the ball to Jordan Howard. We see this stat all the time about how he's he has the third most yards in the last 3 or 4 years in the NFL. And yet he doesn't have that many yards and that many carries this season. We need to do something different in order to get the best out of him. Our wide receivers have been injured so far most of the season. So what do? We take, Mack Hollins, I think a Whiteside, and Aguilar and try to juggle them around a little bit. We start putting Darren Sproles on the outside and Miles Sanders on the outside. Try to change things up that way, and it hasn't been working for us. We might be getting Alshon Jeffrey back, which to me is significant for this reason. Maybe he's not even going to be 100%. That's fine. But I'd rather see him on the outside and Whiteside Hollins on the outside and put Aguilar in the slot. And we need to do a lot of misdirection. That's what we need to do, because right now, defenses are not respecting our running game whatsoever, and they shouldn't have to. If we stay in the shotgun, try to hand it off in ways that people aren't the most successful, we need to be doing a lot more misdirection where we have Nelson Aguilar running in the backfield, and you don't know if it's going to be popped to him and he's going to be speeding off into the corner, or if you're going to be handing it off to your back while you're staying under center and potentially even developing a play that we haven't seen much at all this year, and something that we're historically good at is the screen game. We need to be doing a lot of misdirection, and Wentz, part of it is the play calling and the audibling that we need to do to keep the defense off guard, because this week, especially playing Aaron Rodgers, one of our greatest defenses is going to be a strong offense, one that holds the ball and then converts on third down to extend drives and then to score touchdowns. That's what we need to do, because on the defensive side of the ball, we have been struggling mightily. We have not been getting pressure on the quarterback. And we're talking about Case Keenum, Matt Ryan, and Matthew Stafford. We're going up against a different level this week, going up against Aaron Rodgers. I know some people think Matt Ryan, okay, he won MVP one year. I'll give him that. But Aaron Rodgers consistently, when he's in the game, and I don't think we've ever beaten him before, is at a different level. He operates at a different level, and he knows the game inside and out, and he knows what the team is trying to do inside and out, and he plays with defenses, including hard snap counts and double moves, and he's mobile. The guy is a really good quarterback. And to think that we're going to get to him with the four-man rush, or that he's not going to completely try to burn us if we go all-out blitzes, yes, we do need to blitz him, but our offense needs to sustain drives. That's what we need to do there. But yes, more on our defense. Yes, our defensive line has been decimated, but Fletcher Cox, this is where you're in that money. Part of it, we got to find a way to get you at the quarterback, or for you to take up so much energy of their offensive line, and it opens up other things for people like Derek Barnett, Brandon Graham, and whoever else we have there, Vinny Curry. Because now we're down to three corners. Ronald Darby, and this might be a blessing, I don't root for injuries by all means, especially to our birds, but Ronald Darby going down and not being available for the next couple weeks might be a good thing, because now we're going to do Sidney Jones, Russell Douglas on the corners, and Avonte Maddox in the slot. This kind of lineup is what we actually went on a run with. We had LeBlanc, Captain LeBlanc, I know, but this is the kind of lineup that we had that allowed for us to go on a run. Because we've been getting burned by double moves over and over and over again. And now we just need to stay disciplined. That's what we need to do, and just guard the wide receivers straight up. We need to have safety help over the top. Then try to get a level of pressure on Rodgers and just play straight up football. And hopefully he has a very off game, an uncharacteristic game where he throws interceptions or there's fumbles. And we, last but not least, outside of creative play calling and solid offensive defense, we need to take care of the ball and stop with these ridiculous penalties. That's underneath our control. Miles Sanders, you need to hold on to the football. Nelson Aguilar, you need to hold on to the football. Goddard, Aguilar, Whiteside, you need to catch the ball. As critical as I am on Carson Wentz, those things are out of his control. You can't throw the ball and run down the field and catch it. If you're open and the defense is not smacking the ball out of your hands immediately, you need to be catching the ball, tucking it away, securing a first down. That's what we got. That's what this week's all about. It's about getting back to fundamental football but not conceding any kind of defeat to an undefeated good team, and still finding a way to get back in the win column and boost our season forward and what we are getting used to, our winning way. So it's going to take a whole lot to even try to beat the hope and the fight out of real Philadelphians that believe in this team no matter what. We got to do it with a complete team effort from special teams, offense, defense, coaching, and a whole lot of heart. We got to get creative. We got to use everybody on the roster. We got to be a team. The fans, we got to be there 100%, including through the hard times. And now one of those hard times. The season's just beginning. You get no excuses from here in Philadelphia. Let's go up to Lambeau. Let's give them everything we got. Let's come back home with a win. Let's go Birds, and let's go do this. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! That's right, I said it here first. Go beat the Packers, baby. Let's go get them.